people have asked me, how do you remove pairs from your Gunbot? You may want to remove a pair because it's not trading as well as you would hope, or it's not performing, or that particular token's going sideways. Well, there's actually 4 ways you can remove pairs. I'm going to cover each of them in this video, and the one that you select will really depend on the situation you're in. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to remove the USDT AVAX pair because I've decided it's not trading very well, despite what you see on the screen. So the first way of doing this is basically allowing Gunbot to trade it out normally. So select the pair and then go to your trading settings and select Edit. Right down at the bottom in the Advanced tab, you've got the switch, Stop After Next Sell. So by enabling that switch and saving the settings, I didn't save them then, what will happen is Gunbot will trade that out, and so it will go through the remaining 6 buys as the price goes up, and when it finally trades out, it will not buy again, so it will sit there waiting for you to actually do something. So this way is the best way because Gunbot handles it all, but it is also the slowest way, because what could happen now is, as we know, this pair could drop in value and it does buy, and instead of just being 6 out of 40 buys, it now turns into 16 out of 40. So this can take a while to work. If you want to do it a wee bit quicker, then you'd use the second method. Now the second method is very similar. Go into your trading settings, select the Edit, but this time go to Balance Settings, and under Maximum Buy Count, change that to 0. And again, update your pair and save your settings. Right, so what does that do? Well, it's quite simple really. What it does is it stops Gunbot buying again. So if the price now falls down here, Gunbot won't buy anymore. So it's only ever going to have a maximum of 6 buys. If the price goes up and it sells one and it goes to 5, then and drops down again, it won't ever buy that 6th again. So it's always going to count down, so you know how much that Gunbot's going to use of your wallet, and that's the maximum of 6. And again, it's going to trade out normally, so therefore you would realise the same amount of profits that you'd get if it traded out as per the first way. The only difference is that it does never buy. So if this bounces around a bit before it goes out, then you're going to probably miss out on some buy and sell action. But the benefit here is that you've locked it to the amount of the wallet that it can use. Okay, so the third way is where you manually trade the pair out, and I'll take you through that now. So the first thing we need to note is up here is our unit cost, because we know from calculating our balance that the unit cost is the value at which all the quantity of tokens that were held in that particular pair sold for that, we would break even. Okay, so the unit cost on this particular pair, USDT AVAX, is 48.24, so that's sitting right there on that green line. So for it to break even, it has to at least get to that point and higher. So now that we know that value there, what we can do is we can force a manual sale. So okay, we want to tell the exchange to sell all those pairs, all those tokens when it gets to that value. So it's very simple to do that. So what we want to do is probably add another percent to cover fees, and we hate losing money. So you can either use that exact number, in this case 48.24, or in my case you can add a percent to it. So to add a percent to it, reaching for your calculators everyone, 48.24 times 1.01 for 1%, or it'll be 1.02 for 2% or whatever, and that comes out at 48.72. So that's going to give me break even plus 1%. So what I do now is I go to our trading terminal and ensure limit is selected. So we're going to do a limit order on the exchange. We come down to the sell portion, which is the bottom part, and we now know our value to type in there, which is 48.72, and that's taken directly from our calculator. We want to sell all of the AVAX for that because we know it's going to make a profit. Then we click the sell. Okay, so what happens now is that sell order is sent away to the exchange by Gunbot, and we're just going to wait a second, one cycle, for it to appear on the screen, and we'll see exactly what we're doing here. So once the sell order appears on the screen, right there it is there, so as soon as the price gets to that point, it's going to sell. So what we want to do now is see how the buy count's gone to 0, because we've basically tied up all those tokens in that sell order. So what we must do now is basically go into our trade settings again and disable that pair, okay? Because it's not going to trade anymore anyway. And then once the value gets to that point that we put in, 48.72, it will of course sell. So at this stage, once you've disabled it, you can put in your new pair and start trading quite happily. And when that price hits that in the background, it'll just sell, and you know, you get your money back and you don't lose anything. So I'm just going to cancel that while we cover the final way of doing it, and that's basically a force trade. So to do a force trade, what we're saying now is I just have to wait for that to come back, because it's saying still that we've got no tokens left, so it just needs to recalculate. Hopefully that won't take too long. Come on, guys. Waiting. So I'll talk about what we're going to do now. So we've decided that basically this pair hasn't been performing at all. It's been going sideways, and I just want rid of it. And as we saw before, it had 6 buys. There, it's come back now. 6 buys, and it's down 2%. I'm 100% happy with taking the hit on that 2%. I just want my money so that I can put another pair in. I'm going to lose a wee bit, 2% in fact, 2% of 134. So to do that, we're going to do a market sell, and what that is it's going to sell the tokens at current market price. Again, select 100%, and I'm not going to do it because I don't want to lose any money. Smack sell. At that point, Gunbot will send a sell order at market price for all those tokens, and that's it. The USDT AVAX is now no longer trading. So you can then disable it and add a new pair. So basically that's the 4 ways in which you can remove a pair from Gunbot. The first 3 ways, basically you lose nothing. The 4th way is if you just want to be rid of a pair and you don't mind taking a small hit, but you want the money that's tied up in that bag so you can continue trading. The first way shown is where the stop at next sell switch is used. That's the ideal or perfect way because Gunbot manages and controls everything. The second way is the next best, where it prevents it from buying anymore by setting your maximum buy count to 0, so it'll never buy again, it'll only sell. But again, it could take could take hours, days, weeks even to trade out. So I guess it's just a bit of a balancing act how big a hurry you're in into adding that next pair. And the last way, of course, is to manually trade it out. So again, you won't lose any money, but you get that you get the ability now to put the new pair in straight away, and in the background, that sell which was put on your Binance account will in fact go through at some point in time and give you those dollars back into your wallet. I hope this is helpful. If you can think of any other videos you would like, please let me know and I'll do them up for you.